That's the bottom one.
We're completely heartbroken. Henry was so special to us, we loved him so much, and now he's gone and there's nothing we can do about it. Like, literally, we're just broken as a family. We don't know anything. There's an investigation. Four police officers have been charged with, they've been served with gross misconduct. We haven't got any answers. We're literally just waiting for answers. All I can say is, if they wasn't chasing my brother, he wouldn't be dead right now. He'd still be here.
There was graffiti on the walls in various places around Islington, taking issue with the police's role in the death, basically. We then...
they weren't just taking issue, they said the police killed Henry Hicks, didn't they? It was pretty angry stuff.
It was pretty angry stuff. They basically blamed the police for Henry's death, and there was sort of graffiti daubed on walls across the borough by youngsters. There was lots of thousands of people signing a petition calling for justice for Henry Hicks. There was a huge response online, so it really meant something to people, and he really meant something to people. He was very well known. The funeral was one of the biggest I've ever seen in London. There were over 1,000 people gathered in the morning at the family's house in Islington. There was lots of people from his school. There was lots of people, friends of the family. It was very clear that the family is very well known in Islington, and that a lot of people wanted to pay their respect, not only to Henry but also to the family. When the procession then moved to Clerkenwell, where the church service was held, hundreds of people were left outside the church, unable to get in. It was a huge response. People were wearing buttons with the words "Justice for Henry Hicks" on it, and there was a real strength of feeling there. There was a real big community response, and it wasn't an ordinary funeral. It was a funeral for a local hero, you might say.
We were very aware from feedback from the community following this incident that there was a lot of concern, particularly among young people, that the police cars had actually clipped Henry's moped, and that had been the cause of the crash. So we very carefully reviewed the CCTV evidence that was available to us from Wheelwright Road, and once we were able to determine that that wasn't the case, we thought it was important that we made that quite clear, just to reassure people who were concerned that hadn't been the case. There haven't been charges. What we have done is we've issued gross misconduct notices to the police officers involved. Now, when we do that, what it means is that we're telling the officers that we are carrying out an investigation, and that if the evidence supports it, that the most serious sanction that they could receive is that they could lose their jobs as a result of their actions. Now, serving a notice doesn't mean that we have determined guilt at this stage. It just means that we're notifying the officers that the investigation is looking at the potential of gross misconduct. This is a family that is grieving. They've lost a very, very much loved son, and I think in the circumstances we have appreciated the patience that they have shown us in dealing with us, in meeting with us. I've met with them twice, and I think, you know, we're very conscious of the fact that we're dealing with a family that's hurting very, very deeply and very badly.
Henry was an Arsenal fan, so we thought if we come here, a lot of people would have heard his name, they've seen pictures. We've got a lot of like Arsenal fans following us on the Twitter and Facebook, that sort of thing. They've got a lot of followers, so they've been broadcasting it. So we thought if we come here, people will sort of recognise the name, ask us a bit about what's going on, and we can get as many people to sign the petition as possible. We just want everyone to know what happened to Henry, how it happened. We want it to stop it happening to other people. And we just thought, here's a brilliant place. There's so many people here. They're all asking questions. They all want to know what happened. So it's just a good way of raising awareness.
I only live around the corner.
Yeah, brilliant.
Right,
thank you very much. Thank you.
What was he saying?
You're right, yeah. He just said, where can he get a badge from? So we've told them they can get them online, and if not, we'll have a few at Henry's wall. So if people come round, they can pick them up from there.
Justice for Henry Hicks, Henry Hicks, justice Henry Hicks, la 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 la.